Oh, hello. And welcome. This is where I'm going to try and fix this very cheap and possibly nasty multimeter. I've just finished, just having a beer actually. I've just finished a night shift which was riveting, but it did give me a chance to watch some of Uncle Doug and D-Lab's output during the quiet periods. And so I accidentally had too much caffeine during my night shift. I got a bit confused around about 4:30 in the morning and ended up drinking a can of Semtex, which has left me feeling rather awake. So I'll welcome you to the table of doom. Could be doom for me or for the new victim here anyway. Oh yeah, the beer. I guess you could say it. Argus was very cheap, 9 crowns and 90 hellers, so 10 crowns a can, which is an absolute bargain. Usually I'd buy a better quality beer, but it was strong and cheap. A bit like me. Well, I'm cheap, but anyway. So, I wonder if I can show you the problem with this. I will need to change glasses. Let's try these ones. If not, I'll have to move to the Borg implants over there. So it's on volts, and let's put it on ohms. Now it's an absolute mess of cables, because I particularly wanted to have these little hook types. Now at the moment, I don't know if you can see it, probably not, the meter's reading that there's open circuit. If I can click these together, and it's still reading open circuit, even though it most definitely isn't. Now I discovered if I give it a wiggle, suddenly, hey presto, it works. So, my suspicion is where these are connected onto the printed circuit board, there's a cracked solder joint. So, you may not have seen one of these. I bought it in the local DIY sheds, Bauhaus. The staff aren't as gothic as I was led to believe, and the music wasn't as good either. But anyway, so let's see, how does one go about opening one of these? Let's have a look. This was a freebie, probably got it at ComChip. So when I was working for an American component distributor, it was one of the freebies I got. Let's have a look. Oh, that shows me it's most definitely a hole, but I don't see that there's a screw at the bottom of it. So, surprising, I would have thought that would make it a bit more user serviceable for those of us that want to change the battery. I really don't see any screws. They're not hiding under here, are they? No. It probably came with instructions how to do simple things like this. I don't have a spludger, but I do have some incredibly cheap screwdrivers. Which seem to have done the trick. Oh yeah, here we go. It's coming apart anyway. And it's still, the case is still mostly in one piece, so I'll count that as a win if I can get the rest of it open. Now, usually when I'm working, I like to listen to the radio. Made a mess of that, haven't I? Those must be screws. I'll go for the even stronger and cheaper eyewear. And then if I can find my little magnifier as well with the light. I can't see the switch now, I've got my regular glass, and there we go. So, can I get... Oh, as I say, I like to listen to the radio when I'm working, but I had to work very hard to find something that wouldn't get a copyright strike. So you'll hear occasional bursts of German industrial techno, which I believe doesn't have any copyright, because the people that made it are too ashamed of it And the people that listen to it really don't care. Or it could be that the builders are still. You know what? It's probably take that off. So this is a new open nail knife. You can actually lock it shut. The old ones you couldn't. So let's open that. It's very sharp, so I hope I'm not going to end up stabbing it into my fingers. I did have one close on me once when I was using it as a screwdriver. Yeah, that doesn't want to come off. I do hope I'm not going to have to do a clive and pause it. Oh no. This bottom's coming off quite easily. Well, the top's coming off quite easily. The bottom is not being quite so. I kind of like this one because this even cheaper and even nastier one doesn't have replaceable leads. I'm wondering how far I should really pull it. See, I can almost get the battery out. It's got a lovely 9-volt battery in there. I mean, it should be easy enough to take apart. That's some nasty crunching noises. Perhaps it might be take it apart and never see where it's showing strain. I can't see any screws down these holes, but oh, there are. Oh, they've been done up by somebody probably stronger than I. Right, well, there you go, live and learn. Perhaps I should see the opticians again soon, if I can find them. Oh, okay, next one. Well, they could be tight because I've been levering away on them trying to get this case open. I bet it comes open really easy with these undone. Yes! Oh, here we go. So, let's remove the power pack heavy duty. Wow. Let's see. Oh, there we go. 9-volt battery test. It's a shame to have tools and not use them, isn't it? It's one of the reasons for doing this. 8.83, that's not bad. Because I bought this about 3 years ago, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, when I was having a rather nasty experience with is that meant to be like? With a car and a motorway and an ignition switch that caught fire, leaving me at the beginning of November in a car that you could start the engine, which was nice, but you had no headlights, no wipers and no heating, and it was snowing and it was dark, and you actually can't drive in this country without the lights on. Right, I'm a little perplexed. Let's go for an extra set of glasses. It's a shame when the mind goes, it's even worse when the eyes go too. Right, let's have a look. So where is this? There's a hell of a lot of solder there. I guess it only takes one to be dubious. The question is which one? Let me just check how well you can see this. Is that going to work? It's a bit dark, isn't it? So, and I've got 22 seconds left on this memory card. So, I'll say see you shortly, and miraculously when I come back I'll know exactly what's wrong with it, or not. Alright, well for you it seems like no time at all has passed, but for me quite a bit. So, now when looking at this, I took it apart, it was great, loads of bits fell everywhere. So let's get this in the shot. This is the first time I've done this. So, focus. don't know if you can see, but just, probably shouldn't put lead solder in my mouth, just here, there's like a bar that was touching on this, shorting across. It's a bit black there as well. When this plug moved, the solder joints look fine, but this has never, oh, it's terrible focus. Focus! Has never been connected to the board. So my plan is, as you can see there, there's a historic soldering iron there heating up. Well-known brand that I bought, I'm guessing late 1980s. So my plan is, suck the solder out of this hole here with my solder sucker, then gently force that through, solder it and see what happens. So I shall sit down. It's getting warm. This is still cold, but it's getting warm too. So I hope I'm in shot. So I put that down. I'm going to check. I've got no way of seeing whether I'm in shot or not because this camera is so fan. No, I'm not, am I? Not at all. Let's go there like that. Oh, it's fabulous. So, yeah, cheap camera, cheap job. So, yeah, work from this side. Solder sucker. Now I had it here when I started. Oh goodness gracious, there it's going fabulously well. Take knife, meter bit, solder sucker. Couldn't see it for looking. Okay, so let's check that's still in shot. It is. Now, zooming in might be fun. Zooming out. Oh, it's going to look fabulous. I'm an expert. I've not even burnt my fingers yet today. Right, so let's get in there. Remember where I'm going? There. I'll just incinerate the board here with this device and then see, did it go through? Not quite. How bizarre. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing, but I'm hoping you can. That's lining up with the hole. If you need a little bit of encouragement, let's find a suitably too large set of pliers. So, get the iron on there. That's through. I do hope you can see this. I'll have to work on a different way of doing this. I did want to be able to see what I'm doing on my computer screen, so I can see what you can see. But not a chance with this camera or my computer even. So that's there. Now this is going to be the fun bit. Can he get it back together? And will it ever work again? Right, then let's go for it. So those. Oh, that's fallen off. And obviously my favourite bit of the song, the bit where it stops. It does actually sound like extreme flatulence, so it probably sounds a lot like White House. Right, that could well be it. Now, I wonder if I've been clever enough to buy a magnetic screwdriver. No chance. Okay, this is what's going to get really fun. that goes in there. One. That goes in there. Number two. Number three. Over here. Now, I don't want to start a small screw collection and leave one out. Or should I break the habit of a lifetime and finish the job without any screws, nuts and bolts left over? I remember working on a friend's, might have been a Mark IV Cortina. We had a lot of fun taking the gearbox in and out over a few days. We even swapped an engine with it, using a tree as a brace. And each time we finished we had more bits left over. I was beginning to wonder that if we kept on taking the gearbox in and putting it back out and putting it back in again, if we'd eventually have enough bits left over to make another car. I never did get that far. This bit's proving a bit tricky. Now, this could just be my general clumsiness, or it could of course be tiredness, because I've not been to sleep for quite a few hours now. I could start getting a bit manic. Right, so first check, the display still works. It feels like I'm winning already. Let's quickly stick that back on there. So it's almost together. 2 screws left to go that I've put somewhere safe. Ooh, perhaps I'm going to finish with screws missing. Ah, they'll turn up. They won't get far. And now I'm trying desperately not to say we didn't burn him. So let's see. Get that there. Set that to the ohm scale. They are connected. Now I still have the same issue. So what is going on? So working, not working. That's working. Is it this craptastic B and C adapter that's causing the problem? Or are these genuinely just rubbish? Ah, right. You're telling me it only works when it's shorted against here. Let's see. Against it, not working. Away from it. You know what? There's probably nothing wrong inside it. Look at that. Pins too short to make a proper connection. Okay, and on that bombshell, I think I shall say thank you for watching. I've noticed a lot of professional YouTubers say things like, you must totally join the forum, but we haven't got one. But you could express dislike by pressing a dislike button, or if you're really crazy or just have no taste, you could press the like button, and I'd like that, because